Hi guys, so today we are going to go ahead and get started, and we are going to start off with the Lorac Pro primer, and we're just going to apply that all over the eyelid space and underneath, like kind of on the lash line, just so we can prepare it for eyeshadow. But before we apply any eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with CoverGirl's Correcting Concealer, I want to call it. It just looks like that. And I'm going to apply that with kind of a stippling brush from ABH Cosmetics. And we're just going to apply that all over the lid. And then we're going to go ahead and set it with a powder. I used Airspun setting powder. You can go ahead and use any eyeshadow or just any setting powder that you want. You can also go in with a bone shade eyeshadow, which is mostly what I do. But since I had the Airspun setting powder there, then I just went ahead and used that. And then I'm going to brush off the excess powder that I have on my lid so we can start using the eyeshadows that we're going to use for the eyes today. So I'm going to start off with the Artist Palette, and I'm going to use, I believe it is called Dusty Rose. I think so. I can't even see right now. But we are going to start creating our crease. And we're just going to apply that in the crease. Remember that to always have most of the depth in the outer corner. And then brush the rest of it or whatever's left over into the inner corner. Unless you are trying to do a different technique, which later in my channel I will be explaining. And then here I accidentally grabbed that brown shade, but you kind of want to grab more of that orangey shade and use that on your crease. But since I kind of messed up and used a little bit of that brown, I just went ahead and mixed both of them. And then you just want to pack on the color into the outer corner. And like I said, just whatever's left over, then go ahead and just blend it into your inner corner. And then right here, I went in with an oldie but a goodie. I feel like this is my favorite MAC eyeshadow. This is called Brown Script. And then again, I'm using packing motions. And I'm just packing this in the outer corner. And then as you guys can see, all you want to do is kind of erase your edges. So make sure that you're blending and blending. But when you're working with darker colors, do not blend where you applied the eyeshadow. You want to blend the edges, because if you blend the whole eyeshadow, you're going to lose the pigmentation that you just worked so hard to apply to your outer corner. And then I'm just going in with another fluffy brush. This one was clean, I believe. And just like I said, just blend the outer edges so you don't get any harsh lines, but do not go close into the V-shaped kind of where you put the dark eyeshadow at. And then I'm going to go in with what is this called? I'm going to go in with what is it called? It's called Fresh. We're going to go in with that color, and we're going to go ahead and pack on. Use a packing brush because you really want to pack on that color. You want it to stand out. And like I'm doing here, just grab as much yellow that you need so that you can make it stand out. And then I'm going to start making the crease a little bit more defined, because basically that's what you want to do, so that there's a lot of focus on the yellow, just like that. And now we are going to start with the outer corner again, and we're going to use this pigment. I don't know the name of it, but I'll have it in the description down below. And this is just a really beautiful bronzy burgundy shade, I want to say. This is by Jafra. I don't know if you guys use any of that products from that brand. I really don't, but I had these handy because they were given to me. So I'm just trying them out, and I really like the pigments. I think they're really pigmented. And then here, all I'm going to do is blend out my edges because I want to keep the pigmentation. And like I've been telling you guys throughout this whole video, you just want to keep the pigmentation in that outer corner, and you want your edges to be super blended so that they kind of diffuse into nothing. And we're just going to keep doing that, and then we're going to deepen up the V with a darker eyeshadow. And we're going to use a pointed brush for this, and we're going to use the color black in this palette, and we're just going to apply this right on the outer V, kind of connecting it to that yellow. And you kind of want it to blend in, like if it's transitioning from the black to the yellow. And then here I was kind of trying to blend it with my brush, but you'll see that I go back with another brush just so I can blend the outer edges. But since you are trying to do small work, you want to use a smaller brush. And then here again, I'm just blending that brown and that black that I have on my outer corner just so that they mesh together, and that it looks like they're all transitioning from yellow to brown to black, because that's what's going to make your masterpiece look like a Van Gogh masterpiece. And that's what you want when you're blending eyeshadow. Okay, so here as you see, I felt like I lost some of that yellow. So all I'm doing is just grabbing some more yellow and just packing that on. And then you'll see me go back in with some of that brown and black. This time I didn't put anything on my brush. I just used whatever was left over just so I can blend them together so that it looks like they're transitioning from yellow to black to brown and all that. So then here I'm just kind of going in with whatever was left over on my brush. This brush that I'm using, I used it so I can pack on Brown Script by MAC. And I'm kind of just bringing it into my inner corner a little bit. And now I'm going back in with Dusty Rose just so I can kind of reapply it on my transition shade, just to blend everything together and make them as a whole. And then right now I'm tie lining my eyelid, and you'll see I'm like poking myself because this kind of hurts. And I think my pencil was not as sharpened as I wanted it to be, so yes. You want to tie line your eyes because it will make your lashes look like you have fuller like if you have fuller lashes. And then what I do is I line my lower lash line before I even apply concealer, because as you can see, I'm kind of pulling and tugging on my lower lash line and on like my bags that I have under my eyes. So if I had concealer on, I would be doing that to my concealer, and you just ruined the concealer you applied because now you're going to have fingerprints on there, and that's not what you want. So I do it before. And then here I'm using Forever 21 lashes, and they are pretty long. They are amazing for the price. I think they were only $1 or $2, and I just grabbed them because I seen they were new. And then from tugging and all that, I kind of messed up my yellow, so I just went ahead and added a little bit more. And like I mentioned in my other video, if you guys want to see a highlighting and contouring with creams, then just go ahead and let me know by commenting or liking this video, and I will make sure that I'll make one for you guys. And then here I'm going back with that orange and that brown, and I'm applying it to my lower lash line just so we can start blending that black liner that we used, and just smoking out the lower lash line just so we can complete the look. Okay, I kind of forgot that I was recording or something, but here all I'm doing is just applying Brown Script by MAC, and we're just really smoking the lower lash line. As you guys have noticed, if you guys have watched my YouTube channel since the beginning, then you guys will know that I like to smoke out my lower lash line probably until I can no more. But yes, all the other details that I did not provide on my video, then I will have those linked down below. And that's my finished look. So until next time, and yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.